Okay. And we should now be live. Hello. Welcome back to Sonic.
Woo,
I'm
hello.
I'm here as always with my wonderful friend Lizzie.
It's me, Lizzie. I'm here with my friend Max.
We are continuing our journey. Last time we finished Sonic Adventure 2. A lot of people showed up because the algorithm was like, "Oh, Sonic Adventure 2, people like that game." This time you can actually hear Lizzie now, I hope, if everything is as it should be.
Yes.
We also played Sonic Advance 1. Today we are going to start off with Sonic Advance 2, the sequel. Some people
Woo.
consider this to be the best game in the series. Like, not even the Advance series, but all of Sonic. So that's going to be very exciting to see if that is something that you agree with or not. Let me take just one moment to pull up my pop-out chat over here. Reconfigure my screen. Everything should still be running, right? All right. Let's do this. So, we will be playing on the Game Boy player as we played Advance last time. Ta-da. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Great start. It didn't read it. Let me blow on the cartridge. I'm just kidding. Just gotta. There we go. Oh my gosh. Whew. We gotta do some light adjustment here.
There he is.
Alright, let's do it.
Woo.
I don't think there's anything interesting in options here. It's just like, do you want it normal or easy? I'm not a coward. Alright. So, last in Sonic Advance 1, we had 4 playable characters. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. This time around, we have Sonic. And
The
three
shadow people.
and 3 mystery characters. I suppose we will find
Wow.
out who they will end up being.
I wonder who they could be.
I have no idea. Let's find out together.
Sonic.
Okay, Leaf Forest, Act 1.
He's got to do his little stretches.
Oh! Already you can see a big difference in
Yeah.
controls and graphics and everything, right? I mean, it's like definitely an evolution of the first game style. And now, in addition to all the stuff we could do before, right, our insta shield, our spin dash, our little like useless kick, we can now do a little thingy thing. Like when we jump off of springs, we can shoot ourselves up or down or left or right. Also, we're not going for Chaos Emeralds in this one. Because you have to find 5 special rings in every act and finish it without dying. So you have to like explore everywhere to get it in all of
Oh
the
my
acts.
god.
And maybe on my next playthrough, but not this one. And you have to do it for all 4 characters.
Oh my god.
Yeah, in order to unlock the super Sonic like special ending. So yeah, that's not happening this stream. But yeah, level design is very good. Controls are great. You can sort of like jump up in the sky like that now. You already seen the little like sideways thing. Also, depending on how fast you go at the end of a level, you get extra bonuses. So I didn't get much of a bonus there because I was going pretty slow at the end.
That's okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
People who were fans of Sonic in the 2000s, even if they've never played, see, like, you can go the other way, you can go down, boing. Sorry. Oh yeah. I forgot that you just have, like, the bounce bracelet in this one. That's so weird. And you can grind.
Of course.
I love that little thing you can do, the little side spin.
I like those weird, like, little twisty paths.
Yeah. It's like how in Sonic 2 they added corkscrews because they're like, look at what we can do with 3D graphics. It's like the same thing in Sonic Advance 2. It's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Oh, and here's boost mode. If you keep running
Ooh.
fast, it'll give you a speed boost.
He's boosting.
So look, now you can see how far you can go. See, I made it all the way to the end, so I get the full
Whoa.
bonus. Alright, 2 acts and a boss. Who's he got?
Whoa! Oh my god!
No! Uh-oh, this isn't good. But yeah, Sonic fans, even if they've never played Sonic Advance 2, will definitely recognize a lot of these assets because they were used in a very popular Flash Sonic fan game, which was called Ultimate Sonic Flash. Which, incidentally, turned 20 years old this week.
Really?
Whew. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ugh. No! Come on. There we go. Got him. A lot of the boss fights in Advance 2, if I remember correctly, are kind of like this. They're like endless runners.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Got her! Yeah! And now we have cutscene. Wow, you're the famous Mr. Sonic?
Who the heck are you?
Thank you so much for saving me. What a polite girl. See you later. Don't get caught again. Oh, wait a minute. Mom's still in trouble. I need to go help her. You can now play as brand new character in Sonic Advance 2, Cream the Rabbit.
Wow.
Actually, before we keep going, I do want to show you Cream the Rabbit. There she is. So her storyline in this game is that her mother, Vanilla, was kidnapped by Eggman. And so she has to try to rescue her mom. With Cream is her best friend, a chow named Cheese.
Cheese! Cream cheese!
Yes.
I love them.
Now, she looks all sweet and innocent. But that's because you know nothing of the power within. First of all, she can fly like Tails by flapping her ears.
That's so funny.
And she can send her she can send Cream, or she can send Cheese to kill enemies with just the press of the B button. Yeah, so ultimately she looks like innocent and whatever, but You haven't seen anything. She is, and this is like her reputation in the fandom as well. Like, she looks cute, and she is, but she is also a force to be reckoned with. You do not want to cross Cream, or your ass is grass. Look at her go. Oh! Even gets enemies from off screen. Ugh. Oh, look! Cheese is thrown confetti. That's so adorable. Alright. So I just wanted to show you what she's like. So she becomes a new addition to the Sonic cast. And this is also something, I mean, most like streams at this point we've been introduced to new characters, right? But in the 2000s, there's just so many. Every single game has like a new character who will then show up in like every subsequent game. So Cream keeps showing up after this. Anyway,
Gotcha.
let's get back to Sonic and do some Hot Crater.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh. Ooh, Electric Shield. I guess I should say, like with Sonic Advance 1, with 2 and 3, I never grew up on them, so I'm not as familiar with them. I'm playing them mostly for the first time, beyond just, like, a few, like, casual, like, trying stuff when I first picked them up. So, this is part of this stream series was just an excuse for me to play through all of these Sonic games that I had, but never actually had the chance to, like, played through.
Nice. We're experiencing it together.
Exactly. Like, I was so obsessed with the Ice Mountain music from Sonic Advance 1 because it was the first time I heard it, and I was like, this is one of the best songs in the series, and I've never heard it before. And this is really the evolution of where, I mean, Advance 1 is very similar to the Genesis games in terms of level design and pace and so on. But Advance 2, you can already tell, is so much faster and designed around that speed. And the DS games, which I unfortunately cannot stream because I don't have a DS or a 3DS capture card yet.
Soon. One day.
Maybe one day. Sort of, which are developed by the same people after Advance 1, 2, and 3, brings us to a whole nother level where, like, you can activate the boost mode at any time with the push of a button. So it is an extraordinarily fast game. It is also a very janky game.
I can imagine.
I will talk about it in more detail when we get to, like, where it's relevant in the history, because it does introduce a new character who becomes a mainstay.
Ooh.
What a surprise. So even though I won't be able to stream it, I definitely want to tell you all about it. Let's see. I think I missed something here. There we go. Or do I have to go up here? Okay, I'm definitely going in a circle now. I don't know which direction I'm supposed to go, like, up here. So I come back here. Am I supposed to go this way? Or is that backwards? This feels backwards. guess the trick is you just have to go up, and you just have to ride this all the way. Come on. Okay, there we go. I got there. Also, I know I'm just spamming the heck out of that, like, side move every time I can, because it just feels so good. What a great addition to Sonic's arsenal. Oh, it goes so fast.
Whoa! Oh my god.
You know, I'm actually collecting most of these, or a good chunk of these, like, special stage rings. Getting through the levels. I thought it would be like a tedious, you have to try to find them in all these nooks and crannies, but they seem like it'll probably be a lot easier to do. So eventually, if/when I decide to do that, that'll be fun. Okay, so it looks like here you just gotta hit him on the dick a few times. Ugh! Or is this even what I... Okay, there we go. Whoops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Alright, well, that is what you're supposed to do. I just gotta make sure to hold on to my rings. That's the disadvantage of doing this, like, having all these be like auto runners, is that every time you get hit, you lose everything, and you don't get a chance to pick up any of them. And if you jump at the wrong time... I do not love this style of boss. I do not have the patience for it. Oof. Ugh. No. Oh my gosh. And I keep expecting to bounce back more than I am. Like, after I hit it, you know? But I, like, stay... Oh my gosh! Man, I hope I get to just fight the boss after I die. I hope I don't have to, like, replay any levels.
Right.
Or I get a game over, you know? Ah! Oof. Like, the timing of when the bombs drop are consistent, but, like, the direction, it's all over. Whew. Okay. Dang it. No. This is not good. I gotta hang back. Ugh. Come on. It doesn't let you go for the rings without just bombing you right away. Okay, I do have some rings. Ugh. Oh, come on.
No.
This is really something. Alright. Come on. Come on. How many do I have to hit? They give you no... Like, your invincibility frames are so limited.
Yeah.
Wow. This is boss number 2. This bodes well. Well, I am having a good time so far. So there's that. I have to clear the whole zone again.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh, what a great time. Well, I'm glad I'm glad that I only committed to doing Sonic Advance 2 today. Whew. This feels like recently a 2D Sonic game came out called Sonic Superstars.
Yeah.
And I played like the first half of it, and I was like, I'll save the rest for like when I do it like for stream. And basically the vibe is like it plays really great. Like it's just a really solid game. And then you get to the bosses. And it all crashes and burns.
Oh.
And you're like, come on, man. I was having such a good time.
Are they kind of like these bosses?
No. They are either really, like, cheap or really, really, really slow and repetitive.
Oh. But Sonic's gotta go fast.
He must. Alright. At least the levels are fun to play, you know? I'm happy to... I wasn't like, oh no, I have to do the whole thing again, I hate this! You know? And I know I have been able to clear that boss before, because I think when I was just playing this on my own for the first time, I made it to the 3rd or 4th zone. Man, and yeah, boost mode that gets introduced here eventually, like, not only takes over, like, the rest of the 2D games, but eventually the 3D games.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, boost mode becomes a mainstay of the entire franchise for a long time. Alright, take 2!
You can do it.
Now I know what's at stake. Clearly that's not going to help me. Takes so long. Oh. I'm like, am I gonna find use for the slide? As far as I can tell, there are 7 zones in this game. Plus or minus a final one that's like a final boss. I'm not sure if that's like the normal final boss or the secret final boss. I don't know. Oh my gosh. gotta get the timing right.
Oh,
Oh! Wait! I forgot! I think I know what you're supposed to do!
what?
Sonic has an air dash! That's what's been fucking me up this
Oh.
whole time. Oh, the tires don't hurt you. That
Oh.
helps. That helps too. Okay. Sonic's air dash, if I remember correctly. So it's pressing. It's that. You see that? So you can like spin out of the insta shield, but I guess it leaves you vulnerable. So maybe I shouldn't. I don't know, man. I'm just doing my best. Oh my gosh. That's why I keep messing up. I'm trying to do the insta shield, and it's like bringing me forward because it's reading as the air dash. That's the issue.
Gotcha.
That's why sometimes I just like I jump forward when I'm not trying to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to like keep my pace and do that. Okay. So the trick now is just to pretend that the insta shield doesn't exist. And just plan on just jumping on him and hitting him. Give me some rings. Thank you. There we go. Jeez. What a quarter muncher. If this was an arcade game, that would be a very early, difficult
God.
roadblock, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, time for your favorite zone.
Woo!
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, look at it.
This is what I imagine the inside of the Urn Smasher's brains looks like.
It's not that far off. I love it.
It's taken all this time to do a music-themed Sonic level. Would you believe it?
I want to live here.
Musicology students commute be like. Oh my gosh. Hello? It's a monkey. Oh gosh. No. That was slow.
3, 2, 1, go!
Love his little jaunty little step. Wow. Wow.
This is so fun.
You know, I'm gonna be real. When people said that like they thought Advance 2 was like the best game in the franchise, I was like, you got a lot of tough competition there. But like playing through it, like I kind of get it. Like I don't know if I would say that it's the best game, but I definitely understand why people who think it is think it is. Its own particular blend of like speed and precision platforming, storyline, character dynamics, and just everything that is built into it in terms of control. Like, I get it. I've come a long way from Sonic 1 on the Game Gear. Even though, again, this came out in what, 2002 was its original release in Japan?
Mm-hmm.
That means that this came out only 10.5 years after the first Sonic game. So there's been so much evolution in just this short amount of time. I mean, we're on what, stream number 15? Alright. Let's do this. Yippee! Oh!
Our friend!
Thankfully, this is nice and intuitive.
The little guy!
Whoops. Whoops. This one's a little bit fresher in my mind, because I think I played this boss pretty recently. When I was doing my initial prep. Whoops. There we go.
Woo!
You know what that means. We've rescued our second buddy.
Yay! There he is!
There he is. He controls the same that he does in Thanks, Sonic. Eggman just came out of nowhere. Eggman. What's he plotting this time? I gotta hurry. See ya, Tails. Huh? Sonic, wait for me!
Aww.
This is definitely... You can now play as Luigi. This is definitely the time in... hello, Jackson. This is definitely the time in Sonic, like, series where Sonic's personality becomes a lot more like, I'm just kind of like, go, see ya. Just already moving on to the next adventure, and his friends being like, "Wait, Sonic, hold on." he's just already gone. So like Sonic's sort of like impulsiveness and impatience to get on with the next thing kind of defines some of the nuances of his personality at this time in the series. Whoa. Now, I cannot remember exactly when it started, But around this time, with the transition that Sega is making from running home consoles to being a software developer, and just how strong Sonic is as a brand at this time, for the first time, we have a Sonic anime running. There have already been 3 different Sonic TV shows produced in the West, but this is the first anime, which was produced under the direct auspices of Sonic Team in Japan. Said anime is known as Sonic X, and for lots of people in Japan and in the West in the early 2000s, it was their first exposure to Sonic and like defined for them sort of what the franchise is or should be. So it became a very crucial part of the series, and it featured characters and events and situations from the Sonic Adventure era stuff. So like Sonic is in it, Tails, Knuckles, Rouge, Cream, did I say Amy? Shadow is in it. Like it's this whole era, it's this whole cast at this time. And as the games continued, so did the cast continue to show up in the Sonic X anime, as well as in the same thing, as well as in the games. The premise of the Sonic X anime is that, like, at the beginning, it's a standard battle with Sonic and his friends against Eggman, and then Eggman activates, like, his Doomsday weapon using the Chaos Emeralds, and, like, something goes wrong, and they are isekai'd into what amounts to, like, the quote-unquote real world. And they have to befriend all of these humans. This kid, Chris Thorndike, and his grandpa, and their butler and maid. It's been a long time, I'll be honest, since I've actually watched it. But, like, there's, like, human characters involved and so on. And actually, in the, I guess what you would call the second season of the show, they directly adapt the events of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Because, like, Station Square, right? Like the city in Sonic Adventure 1, and it's also mentioned in Adventure 2, is, like, the setting of, like, where Chris and all his friends live.
Gotcha.
And in the West, the Western version was done by none other than our good old pals, 4Kids Entertainment. Yeah. Which, your mileage will vary. I think the general consensus is that 4Kids did not butcher Sonic X. It was a good thing, but I also think that's probably also partly nostalgia. And also partly it doesn't actually matter that much. I mean, there were soldiers with guns in the original, and then the guns were edited out in the 4Kids version. Like, who cares? Like, the plot is the same, But as an anime fan, you already know sort of what the whole deal is there with 4Kids. And, like, none of the original cast members from the games, like the English games, reprised their roles in Sonic X. It was a new cast.
Gotcha.
Many of whom came from the wheelhouse of 4Kids. So, like, Dan Green is the voice of Knuckles, for example. But yeah, these days the Sonic X cast in English is very highly regarded. Mention that basically, I mean, with a few exceptions, since Sonic Adventure 1, the cast of the games in Japan has been almost identical. Like occasionally, like an actor will retire from the role and then someone else will take over, but then it'll be them for like years and years, you know. The Sonic casts in the West are a lot more variable. But I think at least like the voice actors for Sonic and Eggman have been the exact same in Japan since 1998, which is pretty cool.
That's crazy.
That's just something I like. That, I mean, I think I feel like it's true that it happens more often in Japan than in the West, that like a voice actor will be cast in that role and then they will play that role forever.
Yeah.
Even in like the most obscure projects.
Yeah. Well, they're like very I don't know, certain productions are like very protective over characters' voices. Like they have like they're not allowed to like you know how like some voice actors will do like cameos?
Yes.
Like they're not allowed, they're like contractually like not allowed to do things like that. Because like the voice is basically like,
yeah, it's like the part of the branding.
It's they're like very serious about like the branding and like the voice actor being part of the branding.
Yeah. I get that. Uh-oh. There's a lot of bottomless pits in this level. It's not particularly enjoyable.
Yeah.
But the one completely wild example off the top of my head in terms of like, there's no way that they actually did this. So, are you familiar with the Famicom Detective Club games?
Yes.
So, in 1998, 7, 8, I don't know. They did a third Famicom Detective Club game exclusively for the Satellaview, which was the Super Nintendo add-on that like you could download games, and like they did like live radio broadcasts basically as the soundtracks. It was an extraordinary thing, and like because it like the service was only available for that certain span of time, like most games that came out for the Satellaview have never been re-released, and like you can't play them in their original forms, right? You can like look up like VHS recordings of people who had taped like the live broadcasts back in the day. But anyway, there was a Satellaview Famicom Detective Club game, and one of the consistent characters in the Famicom Detective Club series is like the player character's assistant, Ayumi Tachibana, who was the main character of this like third game with like the radio drama component and everything. For the 2021 remakes with full voice acting of Famicom Detective Club 1 and 2 on Switch, they got back the same voice actress for Ayumi Tachibana. I'm like, there's no way. She has played this character once in this incredibly obscure thing in the 90s, and now she is that character.
Yes.
I love stuff like that. It's so fun. Or like, no matter how popular like a voice actor will be, they'll come back to do just the stupidest projects if their character is in it. Even if it's several decades later. I love it.
That's so good.
Which means there's always the hope. And so, I mean, part of why that's such a weird thing or such a cool thing is that is almost never, that is very rarely, if ever, the case when it comes to either anime dubs or Western animation, you know, in terms of like characters reprising roles and stuff. I mean, the closest thing you can think of is like, you know, Frank Welker has been the only voice of Fred for like 60 years or whatever. From Scooby-Doo. you know? And actually part of that consistency of, like, cast is another reason why, in my opinion, Lupin the Third is Japan's equivalent to the Scooby-Doo franchise.
Yeah?
Yes, I have opinions about it, but point is, like, they have more in common than not in terms of, like, cultural relevance, number of iterations, consistency of, like, character talent, etc. It's pretty cool.
I can see that.
It's pretty cool. I am dead.
Oh.
Man, I gotta say, that was one thing about Sonic Advance 1, was I'm like, you know, there's not a lot of bottomless pits, you know? It doesn't, like, try to fling you off of things. Starting to see some. At least I started off from the first act of Sky Canyon here. Welcome in. We are playing Sonic Advance 2. And talking about, like, obscure times when voice actors reprised their characters. Yeah, it's a good game. There we go. No, I did. That was the same thing as before. Okay, that blue spring means go left.
Yes.
We know this now. Left and up. Oh, wait. Am I going backwards? I am going backwards. They're like, you gotta get on the grind rail. I'm like, but I don't wanna. I wish you could just jump onto the grind rail from anywhere, but you have to jump onto it, like, at the beginning. That's what's really tripping me up here.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, oh, that's weird.
Oh, hello. Secret compartment.
Whoa.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
How about that new Avatar show?
To be honest, I'm just completely, like, disinterested in it. and I basically have since it was announced.
Yeah, I have not seen it yet. I might watch some of it, like, tonight as I go to sleep. Just to see,
Oh,
just
no.
to have a look.
Come on, man. Okay. But yeah, my feelings about it have always been, you are taking, like, one of the best constructed storylines, like, ever done in animation. There's no way that you can tell the same story in live action and have it be anywhere near the same level of effective, so why do it?
Right.
My take is always like, if you want to do something Avatar live action, just tell a new story in the same world and have it just be live action.
That'd be fun.
Do basically what Star Wars does, right? Like, they have both animated and live action shows and movies and stuff, but they all take place in the same timeline, in the same world. Just do that with Avatar. Tell the story of a different Avatar in live action. There's no use in telling Aang's story in live action because it's already been perfectly told in animation. I mean, from an artistic point of view, that that feels the most intuitive to me. But I mean, I know the actual answer is money.
Money.
Nostalgia, prestige.
Think about the money.
Because, as we all know, live action is a superior art form and storytelling form than animation. So when
It's more expressive.
When animated projects become live action, it makes it better.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna take the L here and just go back to the start of the first act. So, what are we learning about Sonic Advance 2? We are learning that the game teaches you at the beginning to trust the level design in terms of, like, going fast, because it'll guide you in the right way. And now we're moving into the part of the game where it stops actually guiding you and makes you, and actually says, no, you actually need to slow down, which is not what the early parts of the game taught you to do.
Yeah, interesting.
In that way, it's a lot like Sonic 1. Because Green Hill Zone is a wonderfully designed level. And then you go to Marble Zone. And you're like, well, okay. Yeah. I mean, and in that case, the main issue is that I'm just not as familiar with Sonic Advance 2 as I am with Sonic 1, so I am failing much more. Okay. Now, we go up and to the left. There we go. Honestly, just put a wall there. Like, don't just put an enormous stretch of bottomless pits, you know? Just put a wall there. If we're supposed to go in the other direction. Yeah. Okay, I can go up this. Whee! So, are you checking out the live action Avatar just out of a sense of morbid curiosity?
Yeah, I think so. I just want to I don't know, I just want to see.
Yeah.
Probably only watch like an episode.
I mean,
I don't know how long the episodes are.
I think they're all like 40 minutes to an hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that TV show episodes should be 20 minutes. That's just like a deeply held belief of mine.
I agree that there are too many shows that are too long.
I like my little episodic format.
Alright. Take 3. What the? Okay.
Oh.
What am I doing wrong? I am literally like, I know where I'm supposed to go. I'm pointing in that direction, and it's not taking me there. Sad. Can I just go up from here? Is this... Nope. I'm gonna run into this thing again. And die. Alright. Let's try this again. Okay, now this is like a completely different area. See, it makes me want to go all the way over there, but it's like, no. Don't do that. I've already died so many times that I'm not even on Act 2 yet, again. Whew. I gotta take it slow. I can't just go forward with my little cool side dash, even though I want to at all times. Patience. Oh. Whee. Okay. Let's approach that differently. There we go. Alright. Do 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 do.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, now I have one more life than I did last time. Oh my gosh. Nope. So silly.
3, 2, 1, go!
Apropos of nothing, I've been thinking a lot. What the hell? What?
What? Oh.
Oh, good golly gee. Best game ever made, huh? And now the sass comes out. Okay. Do this again. So I've been thinking about, like, often, like, sequels to games will come out, and they'll introduce, like, new game mechanics, but it'll also be, like, a game that's, like, built on top of the previous one, in terms of, like, engine and design and so on. But they don't account for the fact that, like, some of the new stuff that gets added, like, makes so much of the old stuff irrelevant, or just, like, not very useful anymore, but it's still in there, because it's built on the first one. And so it's kind of this thing where there's either all these things that are in there that you just have no incentive to use, or some things that are clearly designed after the style of, like, the first one don't work the same way, or don't work as well as they worked in the first one, because like of all the changes. I don't think that's necessarily the case with this game. I think this one does adjust, like the level design does not feel like most of the time like Sonic Advance 1 level design, you know. But during times where I'm like, this game is not incentivizing me to use the new, like, you know, in-air actions, but it's advising me to sort of take it slow and steady, like I did for the first one. That feels something more like this would have made more sense in the first game than in this one. And the other reason I'm doing that is because of 64. Basically for the first time. And I am a huge fan of Thousand Year Door. And this is a wild case of me actually seeing this in reverse. Because Thousand Year Door is the second game. And Thousand Year Door introduces super guarding into the battle system, which basically makes it so, like, if you time it just right, not only do you, like, inflict an extra piece of damage on your enemy, but, like, their attacks don't hurt you. And it is, like, so fun and so good, and, like, completely changes the way that, like, you do battle in that second game. And now that I'm playing the first game for the first time, I'm realizing that so many things that are in Thousand Year Door that are just kind of like well, not like purposeless, but like it's like this is something I would never really use because I have a better option, right? I see like why they're in the game, because they were better options in 64. Like, they were the options to choose in 64, except now they added this new thing that completely changes the balance of battle. So, like, you don't need to use those anymore, but they're still there.
You can't get rid of them.
And it, like, that makes so much more sense to me. I'm like, this is why this is still in the game. You know?
That's interesting.
And, like, I still like Thousand Year Door better as a game, but I do think 64, I guess, is better constructed in that way. Like, they put a lot of time into, like, figuring out, like, all the nuances of gameplay. Whereas Thousand Year Door basically took the very comparatively, like, bare bones story and character work in 64 and, like, improved on it in every single way.
Nice.
So it's very interesting. And it's also super interesting. This kind of goes around the same thing. It is also super interesting playing 64 right after playing Super Mario RPG for the first time. I played the remake of the original Super Nintendo game. And seeing that, like, even though it's Paper Mario, you can so easily tell that, like, the paper stuff is kind of an afterthought. Like, they don't really do much with the paper aesthetic.
Really?
Yeah, like, you can tell. Well, first of all, because in Japan, that first game isn't even called Paper Mario. It's called Mario Story. And it was originally titled Super Mario RPG 2. So it was just sort of meant to be, like, basically a way that they could handle everything that they wanted to put in the game on the Nintendo 64 by making it all flat. Oh no,
That's
Knuckles.
so fun. Knuckles!
But, like, in hindsight, it's like, that first... Oh, please. That first game just feels like... It does, in so many ways, feel more like a Super Mario RPG 2 than a Paper Mario. Which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Oh, God. I don't want to have to redo both those levels again. What do I do here? Okay. Okay, I know I can attack that. I can't attack that. That is a beam that will hurt me. I collect a ring. The hand will hurt me. The beam hurts.
Ooh.
Knuckles! Okay, doesn't look like I can, like, break that open. Oh my gosh. Okay. So maybe I can break it open.
This is weird.
Yeah. Maybe I can break the Knuckles thing open, and, like, maybe he'll take out the hand. Yes. So now the other... Okay, that other thing was the one that shot the little, like, shadow beam.
Oh, okay.
So now it's just the hand attacking me. Which I can handle. And... I just need to focus on breaking Knuckles out now. Ugh. Ooh, that's the pinch mode music. What the?
Whoa!
Huh? What was that?
What? Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
On it.
Well, I gotta say, this game gave me a great first impression. I'm not feeling it. on its second or third or fourth impression as much. Whew. Okay, well, let's do this, huh? I'm getting so familiar with these levels now. Okay. Whoa. Is that even going the right way? Yes, it is. Okay. But yeah, anyway, thank you for enjoying my completely unrelated thoughts on the early Mario RPGs.
Of course.
Okay, so when you're in boost mode, you're going so fast that the propeller doesn't even, like, acknowledge that you're there on the second way through. So you kind of just gotta slow down there. Now the trick is to keep as many lives as possible heading into the boss. Although I think I mostly figured it out by this point. Okay. We're back to Act 2. Not the boss. Man, that's rough. I forget, with Sonic Advance 1, did I ever, like, game over and need to start at the start of a zone?
I don't think so.
It was the start of the act, right?
Right.
Man, I don't know what they were thinking. No! Come on. You miss one tiny spring, and then you're like, well, time to go into a bottomless pit. Alright, just pretend that the little side thing doesn't exist, because the level designers didn't. I guess that's also an issue when you, like, introduce a mechanic into the game, like, late in development. Because the rest of the game might not account for it.
Mm-hmm.
This thing crushed me before. That block sucks. Who put it there? Speaking of Sonic X, Discotech recently finally put them out on Blu-ray. Both the English and Japanese language versions. Although since they're coming from different masters,
oh, yeah?
there's two different releases. Discotech is good. They do lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to put School Rumble on Blu-ray. Actually, I guess that one would probably be pretty tricky to do because, well, I don't know. Because I think, well, wait, does Funimation not exist anymore? Is that true? Like, as a distribution?
Yeah,
it's just all Crunchyroll now, right?
It's all Crunchyroll.
Okay, so Crunchyroll owns the rights to School Rumble's, like, English distribution. Occasionally, they've put some of the episodes out on, like, I think some of them are on, like, Hulu? Question mark? No.
No. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think one version of it, I don't know if it's like sub or dub or both, I can't remember. And it might only be like one season. I think some of it is on Hulu. But you know, I don't think, you know, it's one of those franchises that is functionally dead.
Mm-hmm.
Except in the heart of myself and Ari. So, come on! So, all I'm asking is for Discotheque to make a release just for the two of us.
Yeah.
And put out School Rumble on Blu-ray. Make 2 copies. That's all you'll need.
I'll make a custom Blu-ray for you.
That would be great. I mean, I do own the entire series on DVD. But, like... it's the principle of the thing. And it like, oh no. Okay. Discotheque's releases are mostly, like, SD on BD. You know, because basically to, like, for preservation purposes and storage purposes. Because you can put standard definition stuff on a Blu-ray, and there is so much that will fit on there. And in very, like, good, like, bit rate and so on. Okay. Okay, so it's like 3 slaps, and then the laser.
I like this music.
Yeah, it's good. I can't remember how many it took to hit the laser last time, but I feel like it was... It went down pretty quickly once I focused on it. Okay. I focus on Knuckles. I don't get crushed by the hand, I guess. Which is a thing that can happen, I guess. You know what I am looking forward to? On Paramount Plus, Knuckles the TV show.
Yeah!
Set in between Sonic Movie 2 and 3.
I'm very excited. I don't have Paramount Plus, though.
There we go.
There's too many streaming services.
Amen. I mean, they're basically just all run by...
Look at him.
I mean, all the ones besides Netflix and maybe Amazon Prime are all, like, run by their own studios. You know,
Yeah.
the strangest thing just happened. You let Eggman dupe you again. Leave me alone. Whatever. See ya, Knuckles. Hey. I won't let Eggman get away with this. Why are his eyes blue? They are purple. And yeah, each game, each one has its own like story, like cutscenes and stuff, which is cool. Techno bass.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh my gosh. Flashing lights warning, etc.
Oh my god.
Whew. Man. That does not look fun. Okay, thankfully it's only some of the time, I guess. I mean, to be fair, I guess this game was designed to be played on a tiny device, not a big-ass screen.
That might have something to do with it.
Ooh, I can hear the audio desyncing. So let me refresh this, because all I have to do is just deactivate it and then reactivate it, and then it syncs back up again. Think smarter, not harder. Boing. I don't like that the spikes have a strobe effect.
Yeah.
That is more off-putting than usual. Oh, I know, I gotta get on this. Okay. I thought I was about to die there. I hate that, like, I have to, like, go back to try to get onto, like, the specific part of it, you know? Like, I'd rather... So many of life's problems would be fixed if you could just anywhere. We would have world peace. That's all we're missing. Woof. Star enemies and an Eggman base? No, thank you. There's already too many of those. Too many bad ones of those. Oh. Okay. It looks like you are inside the, what's it called? It looks like you're inside the Magi from Evangelion.
Oh, yeah. I started watching that with Abby.
Is that a recently, like?
Yeah, because she hasn't seen it. So I was like, what if we watched Evangelion? And she was like, okay.
Does she have any idea what she's in for?
Yes, I was like, she does, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't tell her anything.
Please,
I was just like, it gets crazy.
But please tell me how it's going so far.
We only watched the first 3 episodes. And we'll probably, I don't know if we'll finish it. In March, because I have my spring break. But we'll see. But we only watched the first 3 episodes. She hates Ida with like a burning passion. And she was like, I don't think I like Toji either. And I was like,
but Johnny
okay.
Young Bosch.
I like Toji.
I like Toji. No, I mean, but it's all like theming and masculinity and stuff. But no, oh, which version are you watching? The Netflix dub?
We're watching the Netflix dub because that's the version I watched, and I like it.
Yes.
So.
Hot take, I also really like the Netflix dub. I think it is fantastic.
It's good.
It's very good.
It's got Erica Lindbeck, which is relevant because we're watching the Barbie movies as well. So it's great.
Yes.
She plays Ritsuko, she plays Barbie. I love it.
That checks out.
But yeah, we only watched up through episode 3. So I was like, give Toji some time to cook.
Yeah. Man.
But yeah, I'm excited.
It's so funny because like when you hear about the show and you hear how it's weird and you watch the first like 4 episodes and you're like, yeah, this is kind of what I expected with weirdness. And then it becomes normal for like 12 episodes. It catches you off guard for being normal for so long.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Okay. Okay. breakout. Okay. I keep trying to press the triggers because in Sonic Rush you can do the whatchamacallit on the rails to like make you go faster.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously you can't do that here. No! Okay. I just on instinct expect there to be a bottomless pit below me. That is not ideal. Oh, come on. Be serious. There it is. There's your bottomless pit. 0 lives. I'm doing the thing again, where I'm using and taking advantage of the game's new mechanics when it's not built around it. Resist the urge to press the R button. We're having a good time.
Ooh.
It's only been an hour and a half. We're on like the second to last level. We'll be fine. Look at all those Chaos Emeralds we don't have. It's okay, it'll only get easier. Know it better. So I guess you automatically home attack in on enemies even when they are spiky? That's not good. I mean, I guess probably some of the jank in these games can be explained when, like, you look at the production timeline and there's no way that this game took longer than, like, 8 months to develop tops. You know?
They did what they could with the time that they had.
Sadly, what you just said describes almost every Sonic game that we're about to play for maybe the rest of this marathon.
Oh boy. That's so exciting.
Basically, the issue after when Sega becomes a software company is that they no longer can devote extensive amount of time to anything. Especially game development.
I see.
So, the fundamental problem with Sonic games going forward is they did not have enough time to cook. And so there's lots of great things that are either half-baked because they ran out of time, or they go with very safe, already done things that they know work because they don't have time to do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough. Even games that ostensibly, like, are meant to break the mold still aren't given all the time that they need.
Right.
And we'll see that with some of the later games on here as well. Okay, Act 1. Now we are back to Act 2. I don't know how long of this we made it through before we're supposed to get to the boss. Remember, the R button doesn't exist. Except when you have to. Otherwise, you're not able to progress Question mark.
Oh.
That's just heartbreak, man.
Oh.
But yeah. Back to Evangelion. It is funny that Abby doesn't like Ida or Toji, because genuinely, like, I was lukewarm on the characters until I watched the Netflix dub, and I'm like, I really like how they are played in this.
Mhm. I can see not liking Ida, because he's just very, like... I don't know. I
Yeah.
can understand why she doesn't like him.
Yeah. Have you seen the
I
rebuilds?
feel like once you get, like... I have not. I've only watched End of Evangelion.
Oh, you should watch the rebuilds. Because, I mean, basically the last rebuild especially feels like this was meant to, like, I mean, obviously the original work will still stand on its own, but I do think that, like, the rebuilds were absolutely worth making. Mm-hmm. And I think the end, like, the ending, the last rebuild, like, managed to, like, do the, no. Okay.
Oh.
I think the last rebuild very successfully managed to, like, not only, like, make the entire series ultimately, like, the, like, rebuilds, like, ultimately, like, purposeful, but also, like, I really like how it builds on the, oh, fuck me. How it builds on the themes and purpose of the original, in like a genuinely good way, without like messing with the original's ending, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Or should I say endings? I do highly recommend the rebuilds.
Didn't they add, like, an extra pilot? An extra...
Yes, there is... Oh, fuck! What
the
the...
original dub
what
and
the...
a children
what
in
the...
new dub. Oh.
Come on, man! I was right there! Yes, there is one other, pilot, who is interesting. Yeah. I think she's fine. It's a bold move, right? To add, like, an extra... Oh my, you've gotta be... That was the ending. Every single time.
Oh my god.
Classic. Anyway. But yeah, it was a very bold move, obviously, to make a new pilot when the originals are so iconic.
Yeah, I remember reading that and I was like, what? What do you mean there's another pilot?
And like, I mean, I'll say she makes as much sense as anything else in Evangelion. You know? And you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it means something, but not everything means something.
Right.
Like there's depth of meaning. That doesn't mean that every single plot device has a meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it is just there because it looks cool. Or it sounds cool. And I feel like Maki is her name. I feel like she kind of like toes the line in terms of her addition does mean something, and it also was like, we need someone new to market. You know?
We need to sell more toys.
Yes, and other kinds of figurines. But like, she was very intentionally not designed by Hideaki Anno.
Oh, interesting.
Oh my gosh. Stop!
Ugh.
I mean, I don't even know which one we're on now. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there. We will make it. Also, I have moved Sonic Advance 3 to a later time. It won't be next time. We'll come back to it later because it technically it came out later in time as well. Man, this game started so great, and then around Ice Palace, or not Palace, Ice Paradise, they were just like bottomless pits galore. And now here we are. I mean, I guess if I keep running into issues, I can turn on easy mode. I don't really know what that does. Maybe it removes certain enemies, or it, like... I think it probably reduces the amount of hits that, like, a boss needs to, you know, be killed.
Mm-hmm.
Which might be nice. We will see. See, sometimes it's like, it does want me to use R to, like, get to a higher spot, and then sometimes it doesn't. And it will punish me for doing so.
Well-crafted game.
Yes. I will also acknowledge I have a tendency to be snarky when I am not doing well. So I would not take everything that comes out of my mouth as gospel as it relates to this game. Part of it is just me gritting through the pain. Thinking back to those good old days when we played 3D Blast and got jump scared by the giant ass puppet.
Yeah, oh my god.
You know it's bad when I want to go back to Sonic 3D Blast. Lol.
That game was fun.
Yes. There was an old video I used to watch all the time. That was the a certain commentary on one of the Sonic games. Hold on.
Three, two, one.
Hello. So yeah, it was their commentary on Sonic Labyrinth, which was that like puzzle, that Game Gear puzzle Sonic game, where like you don't run. And they were like, well, most of them were like drunk while they were recording it. And at one point, they were like, the tiles remind me of the opening level of Flicky's Island, which is what 3D Blast is called in Europe. And he's like, I feel like that's just like us. Okay, this is like a high path. I haven't been up here before. We can only hope that, like, this will be a different, less bothersome way to get through the level. Let's just keep my mouth shut. Whenever I talk, it's just, it never turns out good. I think this should be a silence only stream. You know, sometimes silence is golden.
Exactly.
This definitely feels like a different route. Or maybe have I seen this route before? I might have. Oh, invincibility. Well, that worked out. You just gotta take the high route. It's that easy. Just never mess up. Oh my god, these freaking like little light things are gonna be the death of me. Come on. No. Ugh. You just, if you are right there, you cannot escape them. You have to be, like, right here. If you're all the way at the end, when it shoots, you won't make it. Oh my, oh my.
Oh.
It's amazing how fast that happens. I was just about to hit it. Like so. Oh. Your invincibility is so short. You don't have time to react. Come on. It hits me with them every time I want to hit. No. Man, it's not even funny. Just without fail. Without fail. Okay, it's pinch mode. Give me the rings. Give me rings. Thank you. Thank you. No, no, I'm not gonna make it.
Oh.
I'm like, I can feel it. Like, I know when I...
Oh. Oh.
Let me get some water.
You gotta hydrate or dehydrate.
Best game ever made.
On it.
Man, the difficulty spike. Insane.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here we go. Back to our favorite spot. Love being on the low path. See, I know in my brain that, like, these levels aren't that long. They feel long. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure on some level it's a skill issue, but I don't think every level. Just trying to see if I can get that spring on the left.
Oh.
That setup is fight or flight for me. You know, the little like the little low platform right below.
Mhm.
I always feel like that's a death, even when it's not. Okay. Act 2. So, Lizzie, anything new you've been learning about recently that you find cool or of interest?
That's a good question. I went to a presentation night, and one of the people there did their presentation on their favorite musical, which is called The Dolls of New Albion.
The Dolls of
New Albion.
Like, the old classical name for Britain.
Yeah. And it's a steampunk opera. And they were explaining the plot of it, and it just sounded like insane. And I was like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. But it's like about this like scientist who her college crush dies. So she's like, I'm going to bring him back to life. And I'm gonna do this by putting his soul into a mechanical body. And so she just figures out how to do that.
As you do.
And so she brings her college crush back to life. His name is Jasper. And Jasper's like, I'm not really that into you. And I kinda liked being dead. And she's like, no.
It was peaceful.
You can't leave me. You have to love me. You can't leave me. So that doesn't work out. And so Act 2 is about the scientist's son, Edgar, and he's like a businessman.
Oh no.
And he's in love with a girl named Faye, and Faye is Jasper's daughter.
Ah. A real Wuthering Heights situation. I don't know. It's kind of like...
Yeah. So Edgar is like, Faye, I'm in love with you. And Faye is like, I'm not in love with you. I'm breaking up with you.
Oh, so they were together, and then he's like, no.
Yeah. And so she breaks up with him and starts... she gets married to a different guy, so Edgar becomes a wealthy businessman and pays to have him like assassinated or something. And he's like, you have to marry me, Faye, because if you marry anybody else, I'll just get him.
It's
money.
It's Biff Tannen in Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah, exactly. So then, Act 3 is about,
Oh, there's a third act. Let's go.
Act 3 is about their son, Byron.
Like Utopia.
And Byron is a cult leader. So he starts a cult.
So their son being...
Yeah, Edgar and Faye.
Oh, see. So they do end up. Okay, gotcha.
They do. Act 3 is about Byron, their son, and he is a cult leader, and he's also, I think he's gay. I can't remember if she said he was bi or if he was gay. I think he's gay. And he falls in love with Jasper because he doesn't know that Jasper's his grandfather. Are you following?
Okay.
Because Jasper's in like a mechanical body, so he's just like vibing. He's not like an old man.
This is so funny. This sounds like, and I mean, I'm sure this is part of the point. Every romantic, like gothic novel that I've ever read rolled into one. That's honestly fantastic.
So Byron is like, Jasper, I'm in love with you. Let's run away together. And Jasper, I guess, doesn't know that this is his grandson, because Jasper's reasoning is, I'm not gay. I don't want to be in a relationship with you because you're a boy, and I'm a boy.
He's like, you're not a boy, you're a machine. What is a man?
So...
a miserable pile of secrets.
So he rejects Byron, and then I think Byron is bi, because Byron ends up having a biological daughter.
I assume he's, well, I mean, if he's anything like his namesake, that sounds about right.
He has, so Act 4 is about his biological daughter Priscilla. And Priscilla is, she's like agoraphobic. So she stays locked in her house with Jasper. And Jasper is like, man, I really wish I could die. And Priscilla's like, that's a great idea. What if we died together? And Jasper's like, I don't know about that one, Chief.
It's like, it's one thing for me to die, it's another thing for you to die.
Yeah. He's like, you should probably stay alive. And then, I guess at this point, like, because the scientists created a way to, like, put human souls in mechanical bodies, that becomes, like, a thing in society, and they're called dolls, and then dolls become illegal, and so she calls the police and tells them that she's harboring a doll so that they'll, like, come and kill them both.
So, being around a doll is a capital punishment?
Well, because she's harboring one in her house.
And that's a capital punishment?
Yes.
I see.
So the soldiers come to kill them, and one of the soldiers is like,
I thought you were gonna say,
nah.
And one of the soldiers is the grandson of the...
In Act 5! No. One of the soldiers sees the love, the paternal love that Jasper has for Priscilla, and he sees Priscilla's sacrifice that she's making so that they can die. I don't know why she felt the need to also die with him.
It's an opera.
But it's an opera. This soldier is very moved by it, and so he's like, I'm not gonna kill you. But unfortunately, they showed up with a firing squad, so the rest of the firing squad just killed them.
It's a tragedy.
It's a tragedy, and then they take the soldier to... He gets a court-martial because he held his fire. And this inspires him to have a revolution against the government. And that's the musical.
So, what? Okay. So, okay.
Right.
I get it.
Uh-huh.
I get it.
I want to tell you, this musical is 4 acts, but it's only an hour and a half.
Okay. Okay. I get it. But I'm also, at the same time, very curious as to who and how and why this thing exists.
Yeah. Let me see.
Like, I understand the sort of the human story that's being told on some level, you know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm mostly just curious as to, like, how this became the form that this story became told in.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I tried to look up the creator, but like he doesn't have like the show doesn't have a Wikipedia page, so I had to look it up on like the fandom page.
Uh-huh.
And so I tried to look at the creator on the fandom page, but like his creator page is like in character with the show.
No shot.
And so it's like, yeah.
The
Like, here's a
historian
paragraph.
who, yeah.
Yeah, it's Paul Shapiro. He's the ultimate post-human. He's in complete control of the narratives of everyone, even the Angels of Elysium. I don't know what that means.
It's romantic. It's more romantic Gothic speech.
Yeah, the next paragraph is, he's the writer, producer, and composer and creator of all things New Albion. We bow down to him. So,
Well, I hope he didn't make this fandom wiki.
I don't think he did. But like, that'd be funny. No, there's like different contributors. But that'd be really funny.
That's the trick. We just gotta make the Turnabout musical fandom wiki. That's all we've been missing.
We should do that though. What are the
It's not actually a bad idea.
prerequisites for making one? Like,
I genuinely do not think that there are prerequisites to making a wikia. I think you can just make it.
we should totally do that.
We genuinely could. That's, you know what? That's what it is, you know. Forget about trying to make a book. Forget about trying to make a
Wikia.
documentary or a whatever. Wiki page. A fan wiki.
Yes.
That's how to do it.
That's
Also,
the next big step.
Oh god. Oh, okay. Oh.
Ooh.
I see.
I'm trying to, cause my friend, when they were in high school, they staged this musical, and so I'm trying to find the link to it to like give
when was
to
it
you.
written?
It was written in 2012.
Okay.
And if you look it up, it's listed on Google as an album. It doesn't even have like a page for like the musical.
Because it's just like, so it. I assume most people like engage with it first as a cast recording.
Right.
Which I suppose is true of most musicals.
Yeah, I guess it's sung through because it's an opera.
Yeah.
But it's not an opera. Like, if you listen to it, it's just like musical theater music.
It's an
but
opera. It's an opera in.
operetta.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's not a formal classical opera. It's just a sung through musical.
Mhm.
I'm like, who's controlling the gravity? And I'm like, I am, whenever I press up or down.
That's so funny.
Oh gosh. It's
I
honestly...
want to find the version my friend did.
It's honestly kind of working. Clearly, I seem to be doing pretty alright.
I feel like steampunk is such a fun, like, aesthetic.
Yeah.
And I don't really often find pieces of media that, like, I feel like are really, like,
Committed
live up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are, like, good enough to be like, this is a great piece of steampunk media.
Yeah.
With, like, some exceptions, obviously, but I feel like it's just such a cool aesthetic. And then I'm rarely impressed with, like, the media that people use.
Oh my gosh. Come on. I'm starting to run out of rings. Where are they? There's one. Oh my gosh. No shot. I actually ran out. Oh! I am running out. Oof. Okay. I don't know how close I got there. Oh my gosh. Man, this is rough. No. Oh my gosh, no.
Ugh.
Like, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, but it's really tough. There we go. There we go. Landed in a number of good hits there.
Ooh.
I think I'm in pinch mode now. So it keeps going back and forth. Yes!
Oh,
Sheesh. Alright.
oh my god.
That was,
Oh.
I don't remember what that level was called. Egg Utopia. Alright. Final zone. XX. It's another... Oh god, it's a boss rush.
Oh man. Is it gonna be all the bosses?
I assume so. Souped up versions of each. Man, I love the bosses in Sonic Advance 2. I'm so glad this is what the final level is. See, that Hammer's Hurt box is always active.
Ooh, someone sent me a private message on MuseScore.
Ooh.
Let's see. Is it gonna be crazy?
Oh gosh.
Ooh. It's a choir student, and they want to use my arrangement Always More from Barbie as the Island Princess.
Yes.
Heck yeah, of course you can.
I got an email from the my Freight Protection Squad email, the one that no one ever sends emails to, of someone
You got an email?
of someone asking to do decree for their like school's like fundraiser student showcase.
Oh,
And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
please,
Except
cover
they,
songs for my show.
except they sent me that email back on February 8th, and I like went online to check their school's site, and I think they might have already done the showcase. Whoops. But they sent it with like the license agreement and everything, so I hope they did end up doing it.
That's so nice.
Yes. Okay, now for the boss I actually like. I think this one's actually good. Okay. Also, when you die, it looks like you start from the start of that boss, not from the beginning of them. Because I already died once, and I started from the beginning of that boss. So.
That's very nice.
Oh gosh. That's so fast. So many. Give me some rings, give me some rings. Okay. There we go. Those weren't the hard ones, though. Oh, screw this.
Oh. Ooh, that beam is working a lot faster. Oh, that's not good. Okay. It only took like 2 hits. Oh! Not enough. I am still scared of that one time that the hand just crushed me, even though I had rings. I think one more hit. Nope. Now it should be one more. There we go. This was a terrible idea, making every boss an a runner. Good golly gee. My favorite one. The rings seem to come a lot faster. That's good. Oof. That was an accident with that
Okay, at least this time I keep falling into the rings. Okay. Was there one more? I can't remember. If there was one more in the that I've already fought, or if now it's just gonna be final boss time. Oh, there was one more. The fucking gravity one. Oh god. Give me ring. I have ring. No. Thank you. Give me rings. No! That should have worked. That should have worked too. It's so janky. Can't figure out how I'm supposed to hit him. No!
Oh man.
Okay. We start from this boss though. I just need some rings. Okay. Also, the audio is desyncing again. Where is my... Here it is. Okay. And we're back. Shoot. Okay. Just have to do that a few times. Easy. Okay. Now for the final boss. Oh, okay. No rings. No rings. Okay. I want to, like, look up how to beat this boss. I'm scared. Hold me, I'm scared. Okay. Let me pull this up. So what is this? XX Final Boss Sonic Advance 2. Save me, Sonic Retro. Super Egg Robo Z. The boss tries to squash your head against the spikes in the ceiling, firing its arms shooting lasers. The weak point is its head, but destroying the arms first make the battle easier. The arms take 6 hits each. That... Okay. Oh.
Oh my god.
Who's ready for another boss rush?
Woo!
Good golly gee. I'm not at the point yet where I'm like, we've seen everything the game has to offer. Let's just stop here. We're not there yet, but we might be. We'll see. Some of these games, I decided to stop playing because it was like, you know what? I've seen everything. I don't need to stress myself out finishing it. Let's just move on.
That's a good mentality.
Okay. Well, I'm getting better at fighting the bosses, clearly. Now, this is the one I like. This one's fun. Okay. You know what? These bosses are a complete cakewalk with cream, because you can just press the B button, and cheese will just attack the weak point of the boss. So you just press the B button, like, 7 times, and you've won.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine?
I wonder if that was intentional.
Oh, for sure. I mean, cream is, I guess, the easy mode, right?
Ah, I see.
Right, for players who get to these bosses as the other characters and are like, what the hell? Clearly. Oh my gosh. Just... Okay. It's what, 4 out of 8?
Something like that.
Terrible. No. Nope. Missed the timing. Come on. Come on! I'm literally... It's timed to attack you right at the only time you can freaking hit him.
You do this. I believe in you.
So much patience. I thought it was 2 hits. Guess it's 3. Guess it's 4. Oh my gosh, that is long. Okay. Feeling good, feeling good. The ring placement is way better in this version of the boss than in the actual boss.
Mm-hmm.
Both in location and in timing. Oh, I missed them. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. I'm okay. Fuck. It's just edge of your seat. And not in a fun way. Okay. Two left, I think, until the, or one more. One more until the final boss. Yeah. Come on. That should have worked. No. I know it's only like 3 hits. There we go. Okay. Once again, 2 tries at the actual final boss. The head is the weak spot. How? Okay. Okay. I've landed 1 hit on him. I guess he's just completely invincible at first. Oh, fuck. You know what? I think I'm good. What do you think?
Do we want to look it up?
Sure.
Just look up the ending.
Why not? Actually, it's great that we've made it to this point because, thankfully, I do have something that I can do. Advance to ending. I guess we can look at. Oh, there's an extra end. Well, everything's like the extra ending. You know, like with the nice here. Here we go. we'll take a look at the two endings that I think match the best with what we're trying to do. Okay. Bye-bye. Let's switch over to... let's make sure I did this right. And then pull up... Okay, do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Here is the ending. Boom.
Whoa. Congratulations.
We did it.
She was never heard from again.
Back when a development team wasn't a development team, it was 5 people. I guess that was the Sonic team part. These are the actual developers, Dimps, who basically responsible for all of the 2D Sonic output for the 2000s and early 2010s. We didn't collect all the Chaos Emeralds.
No.
Oh well.
Oh.
Well. And then we can also take a look at the Supersonic ending. So this is if we had went and fought the final boss, which actually I don't know what it was, but whatever. Like, we had to collect all the Chaos Emeralds and everything.
What?
Ooh. That's really sick, actually.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Woo.
It's the same credits, except... Yay! They're happy. Yay! She's reunited with her mother.
Yay! Vanilla.
But where did Sonic go? Already off to the next adventure.
Wow.
Yay. What a great game. So, here's where the other fun part of our evening begins. This should probably not take terribly long. I won't keep you. But part of the experience of Sonic um, the early 2000s was the Sonic fandom experience, and
Ooh.
everything, all of the online projects and fan games that dominated the Sonic fandom in the 2000s. So I want to share a few of them with you today. We'll start with
Woo.
we'll start with this one. Thank goodness to Ruffle, an old Flash emulator. I have found most of these on Newgrounds, back where I first played them. Let's try out Sonic the Hedgehog Character Designer Advanced Edition by Kevicus, I guess. Let's make our own Sonic OC.
You should make password the mouse.
Password the mouse.
Yeah.
Okay. What color was Password the mouse?
I think he's red.
Which kind of red?
Any red you fancy.
Let's just go with normal red. Or polka dots or
Whoa.
mecha.
Mecha.
What do you think?
What do you think? Ah. I want to see the rest of the options.
Those are the three options.
Well, like the hair and like the
all right.
the ears and stuff to get a vibe for what kind of guy we can make.
So here are our hair options: spikes, front, curved up, striped, 1 spike, 2 spikes, 3 spikes,
3 spikes.
Messy, spike mohawk, dreadlocks, frizz, spikies, and jester.
Ooh, jester's compelling.
What color? Still red?
Let's see red. We'll go red for now.
Red for now. Mouth. So this is the different design of like different mouths. So there's smooth, furry, mecha. Oh, those are your 3 options.
Let's go smooth.
Smooth. Color?
Can you do like a cyan?
Like that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
What do you think?
Smile, frown, big smile, fangs, spikes, bad, crooked,
Bad.
wavy, beastly, tongue.
What's Password's vibe?
What
kind
is
of guy is he?
What is Password's vibe?
I like spikes.
All right.
Yeah.
Eyes. Regular,
Oh.
angry, large, X, open, beady,
Beady.
faded, cartoon.
Go back to Beady. It's a little frightening. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's scary. He's like gonna get you.
That's Password the mouse.
It's Password the mouse. He's gonna get you.
What else?
Let's do open.
Open.
Get some normalcy in here.
Color.
Now we need we need color. Let's give him some. Oh, that changes the whites of his eyes.
It changes.
That's fascinating.
You can change the whites or the iris.
Let's make the iris purple.
Right. Purple.
Yeah.
And then keep
Now he
it,
needs a nose.
keep the whites white.
Yeah, I think
Nose.
that's the move.
Regular, pointy, small, bump, beak, nozzle,
That's interesting with the nose, with the
nostrils,
mouth.
horn, freckles.
I like the is towards the beginning. Oh, what was it? Keep going. Pointy.
Pointy. Color?
Yeah. Be yellow.
Yellow. Ears.
Oh.
Small, long, big, floppy. Horns. Horns 2.
Ooh.
Curly. Hanging.
I feel like the first option because he's a mouse.
Small. And then I guess would we say like same color as the head,
Yeah.
and then the insides could be like, I don't know, it could be like anything.
You could make them the cyan to tie it all together.
The cyan. There we go.
Look at that. Cohesion.
Fantastic. All right, body. We can add spikes, long spikes, short spikes, wings, big wings, mecha.
Let's look at the spikes again.
So there's spikes, and then long and short.
I like the normal spikes.
Yes. Do we make it red?
I think we make him red.
Belly, smooth,
Oh,
furry, swirly,
swirly.
ring, lace, heart,
Heart.
club, spade, diamond,
Wait a minute.
chest, shell.
Let's go diamond.
Diamond. Do we have a color?
Yeah.
Cyan.
Cyan.
Let's do it. Arms.
Cohesion.
Smooth, a streak, striped, beefy,
Beefy.
mecha.
Oh, the beefy is kind of cursed. Let's go striped.
What color are the stripes?
Yellow. Look at that.
Fantastic. Hands. Just normal hands. Gloves. Smooth gloves. Striped gloves. Knucks. Evil.
Evil.
What color? I guess
Yellow.
they could just be hands or yellow.
Those don't even look like gloves. They just look like his hands.
Yeah, I think they are just his hands.
They can be red then.
Legs. Smooth, streak, striped, mecha.
Striped.
Just do the same.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What are
Shoot.
we creating?
Shoes. None. Plain. Striped. Knucks. Striped the other way. Spiked. Half. Tennis. Boots.
I like the boots.
Got them apple bottom jeans. Colors.
I think the white is good. It's very classic,
White.
classy.
And then socks.
Ooh. Let's give him green socks.
Green socks.
His
Darker.
favorite color is green.
Light or dark?